All right, y'all. Hey, what's up, good people? I'm QC. Welcome to another talk. And everybody doing this Friday night. Hope y'all doing good. Hope you and your families are doing good throughout this quarantine process. Excuse me. Also, I hope all of you are also taking the precautions, during this pandemic and quarantine process to wash your hands. Our daily lives. I know y'all miss some of the things that you do. I miss some of those things too. But tonight we are here. Tonight, this is another NBA playoff playback live streaming during Game 6 of the 2016 NBA Finals between the Warriors and Cavaliers. This time, the scene coming back to Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. Well, now it's known as Rocket Mortgage now. Okay, as you're coming into the live stream, make sure you hit the like button. Also, if this is your first time to this channel, welcome. Don't make it your last. Subscribe to the channel. When you do, click the notification bell and click all so you don't miss any new videos from me. So how's everybody doing tonight? I had to be back on here with y'all. Sorry for the late start. I was, editing and putting the finishing touches on my newest video. It's posted now on YouTube. Y'all check that out. As I give my take on Michael Jordan being concerned about how he's going to be portrayed, in the new ESPN documentary series, The Last Dance, which premieres Sunday night at 9 o'clock. So make sure y'all check that out. And also, right after it airs, I will be doing a live stream recapping the first two parts. I'm going to have a special guest on here with me. So y'all, as I will be doing that every Sunday. It's going to air every Sunday. Okay, Lil B, what's up, man? How you doing? I'll be sure to check you out, man. And also, man, good, man, just keep on working, keep on grinding. You'll get to that 1K, those 1K subscribers. Just keep pushing. And also, man, good luck, and I hope you and your channel have great success. Sweat none of these lights, y'all. Okay, now the Cavs, won Game 5 on the road thanks to LeBron and Kyrie scoring 41 points, which was the first time in finals history that a pair of teammates scored 40 plus points per game during an NBA Finals game. But those 41 points got the series shifted back to Cleveland for Game 6 as the Cavs, were setting up for the all-important Game 6 as they tried to force Game 7 back in Oakland and also prevent the Warriors from celebrating on their floor the second straight year in a row. At the beginning, the intro of Game 6, Black Thought of the Roots was saying 2 is the magic number. 2 wins bring the Cavaliers a title. 2 straight trophies for the Warriors if they don't. So the question was about to be answered. Would the Cavs be closer to that? Well, would be one step closer to those 2 wins, or will the Warriors win back-to-back NBA championship trophies? And also, Mike Breen summed it up very quickly at the start of game time. He said that night, in the city, well, all throughout the city of Cleveland, many were saying that this was the biggest game in franchise history and one of the biggest nights in Cleveland sports history, which was ultimately true. This was the biggest game in franchise history because this kept the Cavs' chances alive of bringing a championship to the city of Cleveland. And this was definitely the biggest night, one of the biggest nights, in Cleveland sports history because, this still gave the Cavs that chance to end that long 50-plus year drought in the city of Cleveland. Well, be a step closer to ending that drought, LeBron, trying to fulfill the promise when he announced that he was coming back home to Cleveland. And also the Cavs were trying to continue that march towards history by being the first team to come back from a 3-1 deficit to win the NBA Finals, and also only be the third team to force a Game 7 of the NBA Finals after trailing 2-1. Only 2 teams had done it, and both of them ended up losing. They were trying to become the first team since the 1966 New York Knicks to force a Game 7 after trailing 3-1. Excuse me. And man, the Q was loud and rocking that night. Matter of fact, I think it was rocking around the time, they did the player introductions. Because if you saw, when you saw Game 6 on TV, just about nobody in that arena was sitting down that whole game. They already wanted to be standing up and cheering anytime, LeBron, ran to the hole for the dunk, Kyrie hit a 3, or he was, doing the shake and bake on Steph for a jumper, or, spinning around Clay to get the layup, or Tristan Thompson, fighting to get the loose ball to put it back up and in for the and one. The Cleveland fans just wanted to just be ready and not have to get up to do so. Also, they had a watch party right outside of the arena during Game 6. And that watch party was just as loud outside as it was inside. Okay? Getting a little hungry. So I'm about to grub on some of these Lay's sour cream and onion potato chips. Okay, I'm seeing y'all coming in here to this live stream. Make sure you hit the like button. Also, I want y'all. That ref threw the ball up in the air. The Cavs were off and running. Literally. They just took it to the Warriors from the start of the first quarter. As a matter of fact, they were leading by as many as 31-9. Now, I ain't never seen an NBA playoff game in my lifetime start off with that type of score. But man, the Cavs were loose and ready. And they were anxious to put on a show in front of their home crowd. Excuse me. And me, myself, as a Cavs fan, I was enjoying every minute of it. I remember spending up most of the game, most of that first quarter, yelling, cheering. Thought I dropped something. But man, LeBron and Kyrie, they were the anchors to get the whole thing started. And also, you had Tristan Thompson getting it going early with the rebounds. And also, he had a nice game to start, especially as he got some passes from LeBron. Also, the Warriors, they looked stunned starting that first quarter. They could not believe that the onslaught that the Cavs were giving them. Because they're the ones that are usually giving the onslaught to other teams. They didn't think this onslaught would happen to them. Chips are good. Y'all excuse me for a second. I'm back, y'all. Sorry. Now, the Cavs dominated that first quarter. But the Warriors definitely were not going to go down without a fight. And that second quarter got a little bit interesting. The Warriors made a run. Steph made some threes. Sean Livingston, Andre Iguodala kind of got involved into the act. And then players such as Kevin was bench, and he had to rely on Dante Jones and Mo Williams. Now, both of them hadn't gotten much playing time, during the playoffs. So, they had a big task ahead of them here in the NBA Finals of Game 6, which is an elimination game to, keep the lead to extend the lead, also to keep the momentum from shifting to Golden State. But Dante Jones and Mo Williams definitely contributed big, coming off the bench. As a matter of fact, Jones had a big and one to extend the Cavs' lead. Those two were definitely major contributors off the bench, as a few of the guys had 3 fouls already by the second quarter. I'm not going to be on here too long because I have to work on some more videos. Also getting everything ready for this live stream Sunday. I know a lot of y'all gonna be watching the documentary The Last Dance. No, y'all can't wait to see what's that all about. I definitely plan on being here a little bit longer tomorrow night for recap of game set. The last NBA playoff playback of the 2016 finals, which is game 7. But the Cavs did a good job of, sustaining the lead after the second quarter and then by 16. But as we all know, this Warriors team could definitely score in bunches. It seemed like almost any deficit was not insurmountable to them, and they could overcome just about any deficit and win. So in the third quarter, you knew the Warriors was going to come out, swinging as they were down by so many points. And man, Klay Thompson went on a personal run of his own. It seemed like in that third quarter, that man couldn't miss for nothing. Almost no matter where he shot it, he was just hitting it. I mean, that man could have been, standing on the outskirts of Euclid and still would have hit the shot. But man, Klay, that man was basically bringing the Warriors back by himself. They had cut the game. They had cut it to within 9 points. But then Cavs started to reestablish control in the midpoint of the third quarter and built the lead back up a little bit. But the Warriors still weren't going to go down without a fight. They came back with some runs of their own. Steph started to get started to get hot a little bit also in that rally. And I'm not gonna lie, as a Cavs fan, boy, I was nervous because man, I did not want Game 6 to be a repeat of Game 4. I did not want that Game 6 to be a repeat of Game 4. I'm like, I said, man, I hope this ain't deja vu again. But thanks to LeBron, Kyrie, they made sure that didn't happen. Also, got to give J.R. Smith his props as he knocked down some big 3-pointers to build the Cavs lead back up once again. The third quarter, the Warriors, they made their run, their rally, but the Cavs still held serve and still had a nice lead heading into the fourth quarter. And starting the fourth quarter, the Warriors went on their little run as Klay hit a couple big shots. Also, Leandro Barbosa hit a big 3-pointer to cut the deficit to what was it, 6? Yeah, it was 6. But the Cavs came back with some answers of their own. Of course, LeBron, took over in the fourth quarter. It's one of these lights, y'all. Also, Kyrie, Kyrie was a man amongst boys. JR knocked down some more big 3-pointers. As a matter of fact, he finished with 20 points in that game. A lot of people forget that. Tristan Thompson also finished with a double-double. Matter of fact, he had a double-double in the first half. But, you know, LeBron definitely scoring 41 points again. And he was the first player to score 40-plus points in back-to-back games since Shaq in the 2000 NBA Finals. But not to say that the end of the game didn't have, didn't have his highlights. You know, Steph, he got whistled for a foul on Kyrie trying to steal the ball, and ended up fouling out, making it worse by throwing his mouthpiece at the rep. Well, not at the rep, excuse me. I think, in my opinion, he was trying to throw it onto the floor, but it actually hit one of the Cavs owner's sons. So Steph ended up getting ejected from the game. Now, before he was ejected, he did go over to the owner's son. Well, one of the owner's sons, excuse me, and apologized to him because he didn't intentionally mean to hit him. And a lot of people said that the owner's son should have picked that up and sold it on eBay. No, that's just straight up nasty. That was in Steph's mouth, man. Come on. That was in Steph's mouth for what? At least a good 3-4 hours. No, I'm not picking that up off the floor, touching it, and trying to sell it. I'm sorry. Nobody knows where Steph's mouth has been before the game, okay? You know? So, no, I wouldn't have picked it up and tried to sell it. If you were that fan, if you were the owner's son or a fan in that section that night, would you have picked up Steph Curry's mouthpiece off the floor and tried to sell it on eBay? I definitely want to know if y'all would try to do that. Leave your comments here in the chat or leave them in the playback. Because that's just straight up nasty. No, you don't do that. No. I'm not going to sell something that's been in somebody else's mouth. I don't care who it is. Excuse me. So, the Cavs, they ended up winning the game 115-101, forcing the decisive Game 7 back in Oakland. Winner take all for the marbles. So now, a Game 7 and 48 minutes separate, or one win away from back-to-back championships. The Cavs were one win away from, capturing an NBA crown after being down 3-1. So Game 7 was definitely going to be fun, exciting, and interesting. As a matter of fact, I did some research. The last 3 games were the most highly rated games of that series. Now, Game 5, most people thought it was over, and a lot of people wanted to see the Warriors win another championship. So a lot of people just thought, they were going to watch the Warriors win it at home. And look, excuse me, they were going to win without Draymond. But then after the Cavs won Game 5, and then after the Cavs won Game 6, now, most people maybe thought that it was going to be a short series. Now a lot of people got interested because, both teams were on the verge of making history. The Warriors were the Warriors could have been on the verge of capping off their great regular season. or the Cavs were on the verge of making history in the playoffs. And also, and last but not least, Game 7, was the highest rated game since Game 6 of the 1998 NBA Finals at that time. So a lot of people tuned in to Game 7 because they wanted to see which storyline was going to, pay off. But I got to get out of here, y'all, because I got some things to do. I thank y'all for joining me here on this live stream tonight. Tomorrow night, I will be back for Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals for the NBA playoff playback. And also make sure y'all join me Sunday night as I will recap the first two parts of The Last Dance, the Chicago Bulls documentary, with a special guest. I'll tell you who that is tomorrow night in the Game 7 live stream. But thanks to y'all again. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't make it your last. Subscribe to the channel. Click all. Well, no, click the notification bell and click all so you don't miss any new videos from me. Oh, excuse me. T Stamps, what's up, my man? Thank you. Thanks for the super chat, man. I greatly appreciate it. Man, thanks for your support. Throughout these live streams, y'all can donate to the super chat, or you can donate via Cash App or PayPal to help me keep this channel growing and going so I can do more things on here. Well, I really was trying to get on the road before this COVID-19 hit, but gotta put that on hold for now, as I was planning on trying to tour different arenas and different restaurants, but gotta put that on hold for now. But your donations would definitely help out tremendously, no matter how big or small. T Stamps, I appreciate you once again for your donation to my super chat, bro. Thank you, man. And I'm glad you like my commentary. See, I could be a professional sportscaster. I appreciate that compliment, man. Thank you. But, man, I got to get out of here, y'all. Oh, well, before I get out of here, let me give y'all the Cash App, cash tag, and the PayPal link. Before I roll up out of here. Okay, come on, PayPal, work with me. And also, T Stamps, man, I hope everything's going good with you and your family throughout this whole quarantine process. So I've got 2 donations today for my talking and grubbing. The first one was from my sister-in-law. I greatly appreciate her for doing that for me. She didn't have to, but she did. Now I get another donation here on my super chat. Thanks again, T Stamps. Greatly appreciate y'all with the donations, showing y'all support. But I gotta get out of here, y'all, because I gotta do a couple of videos. I wish I could be on here longer. I just wanted to come on here right quick with y'all and do this. But I will be back tomorrow night for Game 7. And This live stream is definitely going to be, that live stream is definitely going to be a little bit longer. So y'all stay tuned for that. It's going to be on at 8 o'clock. But once again, I thank y'all for joining me here tonight. So till tomorrow night, y'all have a good one. Love y'all to life. QC out. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay healthy.